You know you want it. 11 burger sensations in all. Swing in and try one today.
Swing on it. Swing into Jumbo. Swing on it. Swing into Jumbo. Swing on it. Swing into Jumbo.
Everybody, listen carefully. The Martians are coming this way. We must evacuate the city. Take food and water and extra clothing with you.
You are no longer in control of your listening device.
Can't you see that you're at the mercy of every element of the universe?
Rick and Ryan will take you on a science fiction cinematic journey into the post-atomic space age.
I'm not going to cooperate with these monsters.
We found a flying saucer. Just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I think something is happening.
A chronological deep dive into the past.
Holy cow.
Put on your magnetic boots
Let's go.
and strap yourselves in for your ride with
The Unidentified Flying Podcast. Hi there, this is Rick, and this is another fantastic voyage aboard the Lexa Proteus 4 on a show that we like to call the Unidentified Flying Podcast. I'm here with my person who's also a host, not my co-host, but host again, also host, Ryan Liskey.
That's right.
He doesn't like me to say his last name, but I did it anyway.
Yeah, why'd you do that?
Anyway, how are you doing, Ryan?
I'm okay. Anyway, yes, I am your co-host. You're my co-host.
Sure.
We are co-hosting.
We are, yeah.
We are hosting in a cooperative manner is what we are doing.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, anyway, folks, this is a kind of a strange episode because we're still in 1951. If you listen to our last episode, we thought we were moving on to 1952.
Yeah.
But we hit an asteroid field or a meteor. What do they call them in Rocket Ship XN? Meteoroids?
Meteorites?
Meteoroids. We hit a meteoroid shower. We got knocked off course.
You got hit by some roids.
Not as... I got nothing there. I tried to do a portmanteau of asteroids and hemorrhoids, but it doesn't quite work.
They kind of all are the same.
Because like, both have
the
roid.
words are that. So
yeah. So I
you
don't
can't
know.
really make one of those of asteroids because it's already finished.
Hemorrhoids are asteroids.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Space crickets.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got knocked off course. No biggie, because we did not end up on Mars on accident, like the crew of the rocket ship XM. We're hovering around Venus. We're fine. There was major damage to the ship. Lives were lost. Rick lost several of his DVDs and Blu-rays.
Yeah.
And I lost my will to live for a while.
My entire Andy Sedaris DVD collection went flying out into the cosmos.
And he doesn't want to mention this, but his Ma and Pa kettle collection is gone.
And that's not even funny.
Gone.
Nope. Right now, the Silver Surfer is out there watching Ma and Pa kettle movies now.
We had to have a funeral service for those goddamn DVDs. It was insufferable.
Thank God I still got my Francis the Talking Mule set.
Jesus. I almost tossed those out the hole, but oxygen was running low, so I had to get back, through the corridor so we could close
None of this
the
makes sense.
airlock.
What do you mean, toss them out the hole?
But
oxygen was running out.
The breach in the hole. I'd almost tossed them out.
Of course, but the oxygen was already...
Yeah, but I had a mask on.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Well, now it makes sense.
Anyway, we don't want to relive that. So, anyway, we are currently, us and what robots are left are fixing the ship, and we are getting back on course. But because of this, we accidentally screwed up.
What's this we?
Okay, I accidentally screwed up. Yeah.
I seem to remember someone in a previous episode saying, this will never happen again, I promise.
And I stand by that.
But it did.
And
time loop.
That's fine, because now
it'll never
I
happen
promise
again.
I will never, ever, ever make another mistake in my entire life. But
He's a liar. The demon is a liar.
Extenuating circumstances, I was dealing with, damage of catastrophic proportions, and I missed a movie for 1951. I did. I missed it completely. It was on the schedule, but somehow papers got blown around, things came unglued.
It was never on the schedule. It just, upon deeper inspection, there were some science fiction elements that came to light in this movie that warranted discussion.
We'll see. So,
yeah, I don't even think that's true, but still,
it is.
whatever.
Actually, I would say more than the last one. But
it's a new movie.
But
it's another movie we're gonna talk about.
So I apologize, folks, but this is our first and last, I promise, our last Whoops movie. Whoops movie. Whoops. We made I made a mistake. Whoops. So we are going to be reviewing one more movie for 1951, and then I promise.
Then we're going to 52.
Okay.
The mission resumes.
Yes. So what movie do we have?
You asking me? Because I'll tell you.
Yeah, you tell me. What is it, Rick?
It is 1951.
1951's
Fury, not Brian De Palma's Fury, but the Fury of the Congo.
Yes, Fury of the Congo.
But what is more importantly, Fury of the Congo is a Jungle Gym.
It is.
Movie.
We got our second Jungle Gym movie.
Yes.
Rick is a big fan of Jungle Gym, and I personally didn't think we were going to visit Jungle Gym again until next year, 1952, and it turns out
sooner than you expect.
Whoops.
Nope. Whoops.
Yep.
Whoops.
Okay, but before we go any further, I've got a special treat, or at least I think it's going to be a treat. Wiggy Wiggy, in his eternal wisdom, thought it would be a good idea if we did a theme for this, the Whoops movie, just in case, even though we are never, ever, ever going to need it again, just in case, he composed a theme song. So, if it does happen again, which it's never going to, we will have a little franchise open. So, go ahead, Wiggy Wiggy.
I said I was sorry, I meant it.
Terribly sorry.
I'm sorry, guys.
I said I was sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I made a bad mistake.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. I've been an idiot.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I am sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I am so sorry.
Sorry. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry. 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 I'm sorry.
It's hard for me to say I'm sorry.
There, I said it. I hope you're satisfied.
That was a fucking pretty nice apology.
Hey, thanks, Wiggy. That was dope. Fury of the Congo was released on February 26th of 1951. Okay, now, if you want a little background on Jungle Gym, all you have to do is go back to episode 13.
Refer to the earlier episode.
Episode 13, Jungle Manhunt, and you will hear all you need to know about what's his nuts, Jungle Gym.
Jungle Gym and Johnny Weissmuller ad nauseum.
Well, we'll get to Johnny Weissmuller in a minute. But, yeah, basically for those joining, I'll just say Jungle Gym is a dude. He's based on a comic book character. He lives in the jungle and he does stuff. We aren't really sure we don't even know where he lives, really. He's Jungle Jim.
Jungle Jim gets into some shit.
He's kind of like the A-Team. Like, if you've got a problem in the jungle that you can't solve, and if you can find him, which you can, because it's pretty easy to find him, you might want to consider hiring Jungle Jim, or just asking him nicely, because he'll pretty much do anything as long as he gets to swim at some point.
Yeah, I hang out here.
He's just like, doesn't matter. He's friends with all the animals. He's friends with all the natives. And there's really only one person on Earth that seems he's not friends with, and that's Lyle Talbot. But we'll get to that in a minute. So
I would be friends with Lyle Talbot.
I know you would. But, well, yeah, who wouldn't be? Dude was in Plan 9 from outer space. So, Fury of the Congo tells the story of Jungle Jim, our fearless adventurer and sexy swimmer of bodies of water and bodies of women. That really went nowhere.
The dude can dive straight into a water and not cause a ripple.
He can dive straight into a water.
Yep. And not cause a ripple.
So here we go. Jungle Jim, in his sixth movie adventure. That's right.
Jungle Jim gets into some shit, part 6.
Jungle Jim must protect a rare pony-like animal whose glands produce a powerful narcotic. And on the way, he fights a giant spider in a sandstorm, and that's all you need to know, folks. These rare pony-like animals are called the Okongo, which I'll just mention up front aren't real.
I looked. They're not real.
I looked. They are actually just
I was like, are these just zebra, or are these just ponies with spray paint on them?
Ponies with spray paint. Now, I'll have you know that Okongo is a village in Nambia, but it's not a real animal. Ooh. Okay, little geography lesson there.
Yep.
So they're the Okongo of the Okongo people in the Okongo village, and I really think that's just laziness on the part of the screenwriters. What do we call the animals? I don't know. Where are they from? Okongo. Call them the Okongo. But that's the name of the tribe.
Yeah.
Well, the Okongo worship the Okongo.
Yeah, everything is the Okongo.
That's basically where we're at. Is we've got a animal that produces a narcotic in its glands. It's a glandular narcotic, and we've got some, what would you call them, evil guys that are like probably big pharma that are enslaving this tribe and making them hunt these Okongo so they can harvest these glands. But to this tribe, the Okongo animals are like sacred.
They're sacred.
So it's this big, like, colonialists using the natives to, for slave labor and then killing them, which I feel like Jungle Jim, based on the 2 I've seen, he runs into this problem a lot. In fact, I think he should just stop allowing colonialists into Africa, and everything would be fine. But then again,
he'd have no series. Okay, if Jungle Jim doesn't have shit to get into, what else is he gonna do?
Play with Tamba?
Well, that's fine, but that's not for our benefit.
You're going to talk about Tamba, aren't you? Because,
well, I was going to mention Tamba.
Well, Rick's going to tell us a little bit about the cast of 1951's Fury of the Congo, our first movie.
Well, okay, so you said that's one thing about this movie. Tamba doesn't. This is like Tamba's I don't know if it's his first or second because of the way we did these out of order now, but and I watched the first 9 Jungle Jim movies, and they kind of blend.
I imagine.
So, yeah. So I was disappointed that there's no, I don't know if it's Skipper or whatever, the dog, because Jungle Jim had a dog in one of them, and man, it was amazing. And then Caw Caw is his crow pet. They're nowhere. Tamba's salary, apparently Tamba is a diva and took up all the salary of these other 2 animals. But Tamba Tamba's doing like bare minimum in this movie, but I'll get to that.
Anyway, tell us about the cast.
Yes, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Well, of course, we have Johnny Weissmuller. Okay. And he's, of course, the Olympic swimmer who used to play Tarzan. Also referred to referred to episode 13.
Yes.
Because we went really deep into Johnny Weissmuller. But also, and that I know that sounds gross.
Rick, deep inside Johnny Weissmuller, coming from Vivid Video.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Rick's OnlyFans page, by the way, folks. Is he
starring? No, that
he writes
that and my porn name, Kink Floyd.
He writes erotic fan fiction about Johnny Weissmuller and Jungle Jim.
Yeah, deep in the jungle, deep in jungle. Anyway,
Yeah, boy.
Stop that. We have a a couple guys that are in charge of the slave camp. That's they're not mining the Okamgas, but they're
hunting them,
tending to the Okamgas, and yeah, and those two guys are played by none other than Lyle Talbot and what's his name, George Eldridge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lyle Talbot, that guy's gonna come up a lot in our show. A lot. Because he pops up all the time. He starred in like 150 movies from way back in the pre-code era to like all the way up until like his death, like playing with Ed Wood and stuff. But the one cool thing about Lyle Talbot is that he actually played in the serials, mind you, not the TV shows. But we talked about in previous episode with the Supermans, that there was like Batman serials and then the Superman serials before they actually did like a feature. But in those serials, Lyle Talbot has played Commissioner Gordon, and he's also played Lex Luthor, which is kind of amazing. I'm saying. He played Lex Luthor in the serials with, I think, probably with was it Kirk Allen. But
do you think the craft services tables on the set of these serials had cereal?
But anyway, he would you say Lyle Talbot's most known because he went on to be in kind of like Ed Wood's repertoire of players?
Yeah.
Or is that just how we know him?
I don't know. I mean, he kind of just toiled away in the B-movie realm his whole career. I mean, he did a few like bigger budget movies. I
mean, 150 movies.
But I think, he was a stage actor, so who knows? Maybe he had more fame and whatever on stage. But yeah, obviously he was, he was in Glen or Glinda. He was in Plan 9 from Outer Space. He was in Jailbait. All those Ed Wood movies. But he was a working actor. I don't...
Oh, he's...
But
yeah.
I definitely
and he's
think it's the Ed Wood movies probably that most of us will know him and love him from. And Jungle Manhunt. He was in Jungle Manhunt.
I was going to say, he's made an appearance on this show because he is the villain who is making the fake diamonds in Jungle Manhunt.
Results are diamonds. Perfect, priceless synthetic diamonds. Impossible to distinguish from the real thing.
In this one, he's just kind of running a slave camp.
To hunt
the
pretty
Okongo.
Much. In Okongo.
With
the Okongo people.
And his heavy is George Eldridge. And that's kind of like his job is just to kind of hang around and smack around the professor a few times.
Be a douche, basically, yeah.
But he's kind of great at it. George Eldridge, he played all kinds of also he did stuff like Alfred Hitchcock Presents and Perry Mason and all that. But he even like had featured parts on like the Mickey Mouse Club and stuff, which is outrageous considering some of the parts he made.
So did Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake.
No, that's not the same that's not the same Mickey Mouse
So you're
Club.
saying
That's like
6 degrees
Mickey Mouse
of
Britney Spears.
which is apropos because, whoops, I fucked up the show by forgetting a movie.
George Eldridge plays Barnes, and basically, he was an actor that's, I guess, he's best known, arguably, for a cult film in the 1940s, I think 45, called Mom and Dad, where he plays the father of a teenage girl who, whoops, she gets pregnant.
A lot of whoops going on in the show.
And the only reason she gets pregnant is because they, as parents, decided to not tell her about sex. And I guess it was kind of a controversial movie. It was the big moneymaker of 45, I guess. So, hey, Mom and Dad. I think I've heard, honestly, Joe Dante talk about that movie. So,
Mom and Dad is infamous, I believe, for showing an actual pregnancy on screen.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay, I've heard about that, yeah.
Yeah. And most people back then had never even seen a vagina, much less a baby's head emerging from one. So,
I'm sure they've seen
they weren't allowed
on screen.
They were not
on screen, of course, but like they've seen vaginas.
Dude, you don't know what things were like back then. They weren't allowed.
Dude, how else would we be here if they weren't ever looking at
They weren't allowed to look at
at
genitals.
I understand on movies,
No, in real life. You weren't there, I was.
Okay.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Thanks for the tip.
We've got also, George Eldridge also played a doctor. His name was Dr. Tobar. Figure that one out. In a B movie called Captain Video, Master of the Stratosphere. That's pretty great.
When did that come out?
I'm not sure.
Is Captain Video related to Kid Video?
From my video to my radio.
I loved that show.
I know. Well, it's good.
Was it?
George Eldridge was in Captain Video, the serial Captain Video Masters of the Stratosphere, and that came out in 1951. So it would have played probably before one of these Jungle Jim movies. So you might have got 2 George Eldridge.
Hey, these people back then were all contract players. They probably had 90 different movies out a year, and
very small role, however, George Eldridge he had in Psycho, but I guess he's just a police chief that's uncredited. I don't think he says anything because he just kind of walks by probably at the end, before
he just walks by.
Yeah, he just does. Maybe no, because the one that just walks by is Ted Knight.
Oh, yeah.
He wants a blanket. He's cold, and it's Ted Knight. So maybe he's walking with Ted Knight. I don't know. He's like a police chief in it. Also in the cast, we have William Henry. Sometimes one is Bill Henry. Go figure. But he plays Ronald Cameron. He's best known as being a teen actor. I guess he was in The Thin Man and in a movie called The Television Spy and Invisible Performer. But he had day parts in a lot of Adam 12 and Marcus Welby and those kinds of shows. But apparently he has a bit part in Omega Man also. So that's something. But I think he's just he's just a victim or a patient or something. He's not in it much. But he started out at the age of 8 acting and had a huge career. Not huge, but he went from being basically a juvenile actor to B-movie hero. So he's in a ton of westerns and all kinds of things like that.
He's also in some pretty big movies too. He was, like you said, The Thin Man. He was in Mr. Roberts and How the West Was Won and Going My Way, which won Best Picture for 1944 with Bing Crosby. So he's got some. Some pedigree.
He was around a long time. Okay, some pedigree. What I thought was interesting though is that he spent time in Honolulu as a young guy and befriended a dude who was a Olympic swimming champion and surfing legend named Duke Kahanamuke. I don't know. But it's yeah. But that's how he would start to get jobs in movies through that guy and whatnot. But the weird thing is I thought that was interesting because who else do we know that's an Olympic swimmer? And
yeah?
Well, I don't think Jungle Jim was a surfing legend. I don't think Johnny Weissmuller was a surfing guy. But no, it's just, hey, sure.
Maybe they knew each other.
Somehow, I don't know.
Went on double dates and stuff.
Yeah. Maybe. But I guess got his start in John Ford movies. So he was in a lot of cowboy movies and stuff like that. And when he retired in the 70s after he quit acting, apparently he became a landscape gardener.
Oh.
So if you were hiring landscape gardeners in the 70s, chances are the guy from Fury of the Congo may have came to your house. I just think that's neat.
It is neat.
Anyway.
You're neat.
Also in the cast, we have Joel Friedkin as the professor. He was actually originally born in Russia, came over here and become an actor, and he's in like some decent titles like, Postman Always Rings Twice, Secret Life of Walter Mitty, and everyone's favorite, Bedtime for Bonzo.
Bonzo. Bedtime for Bonzo.
Bonzo. Are you doing the presidential rap?
Let's do it.
The Ronnie rap?
Well, I'm the big tipper and I'm here to say that I'm the biggest rapper in the USA. Yeah, my name's Ron with my DC crew, going on record with a rap for you.
I didn't come here looking for trouble.
No, that's Super Bowl Shuffle. You just totally screwed up your novelty raps.
They call me the fridge. I'm the rookie. I may be large, but I'm no dumb cookie. Anyway, yeah, the presidential rap and
Bonzo. Bedtime for Bonzo.
Tip O'Neill. Yeah, the presidential rap and the Super Bowl Shuffle were a lot of white kids' introduction to rap back in like 1982 or 83 or something. Whatever.
Bonzo.
Jam Master Jay. Bonzo. Yeah, Whale. What whale?
Gorbachev.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Are you going to mention our,
We have our starlet.
Yes.
We have to mention our starlet. Our starlet's name, is Sherry Moreland. Now, she's made a big appearance. Well, not really that big of an appearance before, but in our previous episode, Rocket Ship XM, she's a Martian girl.
She is a Martian girl.
And
wait a minute. So that means she was one of the, primitive cavemen?
Yeah, exactly. She's kind of played the same kind of character, and she's kind of playing the same character here, although she talks more in this. She kind of played a lot of those, tribal women and any of those kind of characters and stuff like that. But Sherry Moreland, she also, for kids in the 80s, or maybe if you remember, she was in the John G. Elvidson I don't know if it's a disco picture, but it was like the one he did before Karate Kid, called A Night in Heaven, that had Christopher Atkins and Leslie Ann Warren, and she plays the teacher. So that was her last. After that, she was like, I'm out. Peace out. And never acted again, probably because she died.
Oops.
So,
do we know this for sure?
Yeah. No, well, yeah, eventually she died. I don't know if it was after they called rap. I'm just saying that was the last thing she did, and then she pieced out.
Little side note for A Night in Heaven. Early appearance by Andy Garcia.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's been a long time since I seen any of that. Christopher Atkins, I always remember him because he's that guy's in all the hits. I mean, because isn't he in like Blue Lagoon?
No, that's oh no, you're right. No. Yeah, Blue Lagoon.
But I knew him from the pirate movie.
Pirate movie, yeah.
The pirate he's on all the hot...
Shakma.
Yeah, all the hot movies. Yeah, that's pretty much the principles of our cast. There's another guy in there who played Ratty or whatever, and he's pretty much played a a tribe slaveman like in every other movie he's ever been in. I
and
think,
he's
pretty
very
much.
white.
Yeah.
So
no, he's not. But he looks Hawaiian or something. I don't know.
I don't think he's Hawaiian. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't even know who the fuck he is.
I don't know. He's something. But he just, yeah, he's in the movie too.
Alrighty, man.
Yeah. So.
And Tamba. Tamba the monkey.
Tamba, of course.
Tamba.
Yeah.
Tamba. It's Tamba.
Tamba. It's
We
Tamba.
Yeah, Tamba.
Like Russ Tamblyn.
Sure. All right. Well, cool. Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about the crew of this film because,
Please do.
You need a crew to make a movie. So what we've got here is this film is directed by William Burke. He's credited with over 200 movies. Okay, 200. In fact, he died in 1958 after a heart attack on the set of the movie Lost Missile.
Oh, man.
So dude was directing a movie when he died.
Hardcore.
And then his son stepped in and completed the film. Okay? Now here's some interesting things about William Burke. He did the first Dick Tracy movie, okay? In 1945. He directed the very first Dick Tracy movie. And he also directed the first Jungle Gym film.
Yes.
Okay. Several others, obviously. I said 200 movies to his name. In 1958, he did a film called Cop Hater with Robert Loggia.
Oh, man.
And I'm sure it no doubt inspired Ice-T. I'm kidding. Maybe. We don't know. We don't know this for sure. The film was written by Carol Young, who wrote several Tarzan and Jungle Gym movies, and we'll be seeing him in a few years when we get to 1957. Did a movie called She-Devil. The film's composer is Misha Bakalanikev. I hope I pronounced that right. Bakalannikov.
Nothing but net.
Okay?
Sure.
He started as part of Columbia's orchestra, like just part of their general orchestra, and then eventually became the studio's music director. Little interesting factoid about him. Our DP, director of photography.
Nothing but net.
Director of photography is Ira H. Morgan. Did 95 films, shot 95 films.
Wow.
He shot Chaplin's Modern Times and Todd Browning's The Mystic. And of course, his greatest achievement was shooting Cyclops for Burt I. Gordon.
Oh, boy.
Okay, here's some others that he shot. The Great Gabbo. Sin of Nora Moran. A Batman and Robin serial in 1949, which featured Robert Lowry in the role and Lyle Talbot as Commissioner Gordon. Plus, he did some Superman serials where Kirk Allen played Superman and Talbot played Lex Luthor. So these dudes do each other. Okay, our art director is Paul Palmentola. He did the art direction on 89 films, some that we are interested in talking about and will be talking about as the podcast progresses. Earth versus the Flying Saucers. It came beneath the sea. It came from beneath the sea. The giant claw creature with the atom brain, zombies of Moratau, the devil bat, the night the world exploded, the werewolf, and Jungle Manhunt. Okay, our stunt coordinator. I've rarely mentioned stunt coordinators, but fuck it, this guy's got some pretty damn good credits. His name is Paul Stader, and he did stunts for 45 films. Are you ready for these, Rick?
Sure. You're going to list them all?
No, but I'm going to some highlights, but here's the thing. This guy, the stunt coordinator, may have the most illustrious career of all these people.
Wow.
You ready?
Yeah.
Other than maybe Weissmuller winning a gold medal. That's pretty illustrious. But...
And this is the stunt coordinator?
Stunt coordinator.
For Fury of the Congo? There were stunts?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. He did the stunts for...
Lay it on me.
Casablanca.
Oh, shit.
The Goonies.
Okay.
Charade.
Wow.
Cat People.
Ooh, what, original?
Yeah. Beneath, Conquest, and Battle of the Planet of the Apes. It's a mad world.
Yeah!
Giant with
James
what's
Dean.
His nuts? Yeah, James Dean.
I wish Mad World was a sci-fi movie so we could talk about it here.
Yeah. He also did Beyond the Valley of the Dolls.
Oh, well, that's the pinnacle.
House of Wax.
Shit.
Towering Inferno.
Fuck. Okay.
Both Poseidon Adventures.
Okay.
The Day After. The TV show about nuclear war.
Nicholas Meyer one. Okay.
Yeah. Albert Pune's Sword in the Sorcerer.
Oh, man.
In Like Flint.
Sweet.
The Great Waldo Pepper.
With Robert Redford.
And a little comedy you and I know and love called Brain Donors.
Oh, my God.
And last but not least, Joe Don Baker.
Oh, Mitchell. Holy shit.
That guy did the stunts for all those.
Wow, he didn't do the stunt. He's a stunt coordinator.
Yeah,
but it's not like he's, putting on the Hawaiian shirt and he's
you
doubling.
Don't know that?
He's not doubling his chunk.
You don't know that?
Maybe you did.
Okay. But anyway, I gotta say that guy's probably got the most
amazing. You had me at Beyond the Valley of the Dolls.
career.
So
that's it as far as notable members of the crew behind Fury of the Congo. Okay, Rick. So what did you think of Jungle Jim's 6th big screen adventure, Fury of the Congo?
The one thing I thought was kind of wild is at the beginning, it's like it breaks their little tradition of, because usually it's like dun 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 Jungle Jim, and then he just walks up and and it's like the the jungle behind him, and he just kind of looks around. And it's like his little title card thing. But in this one, it just opens up with Jungle Jim getting sandblasted in the face by like a sandstorm, and it's like our hero, like right away, he's just like, Jesus Christ, there's sand all over in my mouth and everything. He's like freaking out in the sandstorm. But I kind of think that this one's kind of like, it's almost like a Miami Vice episode. It's just
okay.
It's like, no, seriously, because it's about drug trade, but there's things that happen that are very like 80s action movie-ish, like the professor won't
cooperate.
Thank you. He won't cooperate. So Barnes, the George Eldridge, is like, well, maybe I'll just have to convince him, and then slaps him around like more than Shemp Howard getting slapped, just like totally. And it's Columbia House, not Columbia House,
Columbia House,
yeah, Columbia House, but it's Columbia Pictures, so they're totally using the sound library of the Three Stooges. So it's like every time they smack this dude around. And they're always beating the snot out of the professor. It's kind of hilarious.
Mr. Cameron is flying back in his own plane. Should be here any time now. And he's a funny kind of boss. Gets what he wants.
Yeah. And if he don't, he gets rough, maybe. Like that. Oh, did you hurt your head, Professor? I hope not, because you're going to need it for your scientific work.
Yeah, they're so, and then there's a part where they're, I don't know. I just thought there was a lot of 80s action. I'll get to that stuff. But like, so right in the beginning, Jungle Jim is just hanging out, and there's a plane overhead, and the plane crashes, which is kind of a cool plane crash effect. It's like a really close zoom in on like him hitting hitting water, and then for like a hot second, there's like a weird dissolve of like the seat and him in it kind of going past the camera real quick. It was just kind of, okay, I get it. A crash. So then Jungle Jim, of course, jumps in, saves him. And he's like, hey man, I'm a police detective, and I'm trying to find this missing professor. So Jungle Jim, of course, well, dude, I'll help you out. Yeah, sure, we'll get you around there.
Well, I'm all right now. Thanks to you, Mr.
Jim, Jungle Jim.
I'm Ronald Cameron.
So he starts, trying to find the Okongo tribe, because he's like, maybe it's this, maybe the professor's with this tribe of people, because they hear about like, these other white men on the island that are not island. I don't know what the fuck it's an island, but
they're in the Congo.
Yeah, in the Congo.
The Congo, over 1 million square miles of the Earth's surface in the heart of the African continent, is the home of the world's wildest animals.
But anyway, the white men that are taking all of it's kind of like Temple of Doom. They're taking all the husbands away from their tribe and forcing them to like, try and capture all these old spray painted ponies. And here's the thing. They talk about like the fact that like, okay, yeah, the drug comes from the glands of the Okongo, but it isn't so much that, also that it's when the Okongo eat the mandrill plant. They eat this plant, and while they eat the plant, somewhere in the glands in the digestion, because they make, in the beginning it says it's in the digestion of the plant that creates the drugs. So it's like, are they smoking shit? Like how are they getting the drug out of the shit? That's what it sounds like. But no. Then the focus is always on just the glands of these creatures. And they kind of drop that whole like, it's eating the plants. And that's somewhere in the Okongo is where where it becomes a drug.
Still think Cameron's having this done the hard way?
You mean extracting the drug from the glands of the Okongos?
Yeah. Why doesn't he use the narcotic plant they feed on? Wouldn't that give him the same thing?
The drug's much stronger this way. Something to do with the chemical reaction in the glands of the Okongos. Why don't you ask the professor? He'll give you the scientific explanation.
Yeah. And I'm just the guy that would understand it.
Maybe.
So either way, whatever. But he's like, Jungle Jim's like, he's like, oh, you think the fact that this Okongo makes a drug is why these other white dudes are here? And Jungle Jim's like, maybe. It's like, I think it's a pretty good indication of why they're there. But then they come across, Sherry Moreland, the tribeswoman of basically all the women of the tribe that they took all the men from.
What are the white men?
The evil ones who attack our village and take our men away.
What do you make of all this, Jim?
Jim?
Mm-hmm.
You Jungle Jim?
That's right.
I hear talking drums of jungle people speak of you. They say you are a man to trust.
Why did they take your tribesmen away?
To use them as hunters. To make them track down and kill the sacred Okongos. The animals we worship.
And I like that, like, there's a part where Jungle Jim just, like, they're all attacking them. And Jungle Jim just picks up a big staff and just clink, hits it on the ground. And all of them go, whoa. And they stop and they're like,
Jim, that spear. The women are looking at it as if it were magic.
It's the native sign of obedience to the Okongo god. They don't understand how I know it.
He knows a thing or two about a thing or two.
I guess he does. The big kind of, it's not really a secret reveal or anything, but the thing is because we go to Barnes and Lyle Talbot, who's in charge of the camp, and they're talking about that. Oh, pretty much the big dude, Mr. Big of the operation is coming to like check it out. So everybody look alive because he's going to show up any minute. So it's the dude who crashed the plane. Of course, he's not the nice guy. He's actually he's the guy in charge of all this that Jungle Jim is helping out. So there's like a double cross,
Yeah.
One crazy thing is that there's kind of action sequences of like, that's why I said it's like a Miami Vice episode, because it's like all like, or it's 80s action, because it's all about the drugs and they are holding people hostage and sneaking in and they got to get away and all this stuff. There's this double cross, Jungle Jim's trying to help them. There's at one point they've got to cross the desert and Jungle Jim gets attacked by a giant spider out of nowhere. which is really outrageous because it's like right up there with like him just grabbing the spider and pulling it down onto him. It's like a lot of that kind of stuff. Yeah, I thought it was I thought it was kind of a fun one, but at the same time, like had it had actual action sequences, because it like tries to start acting like he sneaks in to rescue somebody and then they have to get away, but then the action sequence is just them like walking up a hill and like everyone else running after them. And this movie has so many endless chases where they're just coming from one side of the frame to another in one area, and they'll cut to, you know, they'll cut to the two guys running after her, but they look like they're in completely different area.
Yeah.
And then they'll cut to her and she's in the desert all of a sudden, and they're completely like, and at one point I think the music even stops and starts again because the scene's taking way too long, this chase. And there's also a funny part where, well, it's not funny, but anyway, Jungle Jim is like, oh shit, they're after me. And he grabs a straw and jumps in the water to do the whole trick, you know, where he's hiding in the water but breathing.
Yeah.
But he goes down like completely under the water with the straw, and I kept thinking, well, that's not gonna work. You know, like, you're supposed to be able to breathe. Jungle Jim doesn't have to breathe.
No.
Johnny Weissmuller doesn't have to breathe.
He's got gills like Kevin Costner in Waterworld.
Yeah. And the whole thing ends with a big like tribe like rising up chase. You know, they're gonna have this battle it out with all these assholes, and for some reason they kind of run into the sandstorm to have this battle. I thought was kind of strange. They're like running into it to fight.
Well, it's like Ghost Protocol, Tom Cruise.
Or like like Star Trek 2. They went into the Minotaur Nebula. Maybe they couldn't see each other, and that's why it was evenly matched there. I don't know, but they go into the sandstorm. Do you think that directors and storytellers back then just didn't understand payoff? Because like I was thinking the whole time, I'm like, bring back that spider. Like, man, bring back spiders. There's a spider in the desert. They're in the sandstorm. The sandstorm was when the spider attacked. Why is Lyle Talbot not getting taken out by a giant spider?
Yeah, I think some directors, I just don't think this director knew what to do with a payoff.
Could have been the writer. He didn't write that scene either.
That's true. But I mean, there's plenty of movies from back then that work better.
Pay off what they could have done with it, yeah.
Well, it's a 60-minute movie.
True.
It's a throwaway movie meant to play after the main feature.
They probably shot it in an hour and a half. You know what? Good enough though, because I do. Hey, I like Jungle Jim movies. This one, I could have done with some more animal attacks and more, you know, because there is the part where the leopard jumps out and he just basically rolls around with the leopard and pretends to stab it.
Yeah.
But yeah, where's Caw Caw? Where's Skipper? I can't remember if that's the dog's name, but I'm calling it Skipper from now on.
Name wasn't Skipper.
It might have been. What was the dog's name? I should know this.
I don't remember, dude.
I'm going to look it up. Jungle Jim's dog. See if it says anything.
I don't fucking know.
Doesn't say. Of course it does.
Well, that was dumb.
No, I don't know. I'll find out later. But it's anyway, Skipper.
Skipper the dog.
Yeah, he's like a little Benji dog or something, you know. And
right.
He helps. But Tamba ain't doing shit in this. Oh, well, I guess he saves Jungle Jim one time.
Yeah, I think Tamba did a little more than you're giving him credit for. No, because
they didn't. Well, okay, they didn't cut to a lot of Tamba doing flips. That was disappointing.
We've seen it.
I want more.
How many flips does he need to do?
More, okay? Or just Tamba antics. There is that one part where he's like, well, maybe Tamba maybe the monkey can show us the way. And I don't know. There's something comes up to where he goes, well, can't the monkey show us?
And I thought chimps were smart.
Chimps are like people. Some are, some aren't.
Did he just call Tamba dumb? Because I think
No, I think I actually remember this scene, and I think if you watch it carefully, go back and watch it, the look on the other guy's face is like, did you just insult me?
I thought he was insulting the monkey.
No, I think
he was insulting. Yeah, well, just like people.
No, I'm I'm not saying that he did. I'm saying I got that vibe.
Well, Tamba doesn't do shit, so they go and have their fight at the Vasquez Rocks, which are in everything back then. They're in that. The Vasquez Rocks are those rocks, the formation that you see Captain Kirk fight the Gorn on. It's where the Power Rangers hang out. It's where Bill and Ted got thrown off the cliff by their robot or by their duplicates and bogus. Those rocks have been in everything. They're in these movies all the time.
So what'd you think of the movie, Rick?
What did I think about the movie? Like, it's okay. It's pretty fun. I liked seeing Barnes smack the professor around a lot. It's pretty funny. Like I said, only in a Three Stooges sort of way. It's just kind of like ridiculous, but I don't know. What more should I say? It's like, it's fine. What did you think of it?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Now, as you know, as I've stated, this is only the second Jungle Gym movie I've seen. And if you recall, back in episode 13, I was not entirely bowled over by Jungle Manhunt or Jungle Gym. But this may come as a surprise to you, but I actually really enjoyed this movie.
Really?
Yeah, I actually thought this was way better than Jungle Manhunt. I thought the scale of it, and again, keep in mind, it's a 61-minute movie.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was shot for like $10. But I honestly feel the scale of this one was bigger. It felt more like an actual adventure.
Like a Jones movie or something.
Yeah, because he went places rather than just, the next tribe over.
Mm-hmm.
They get into the desert, they get it, there's just all this. Plus, yeah, it had this whole weird, you call it the Miami Vice thing. And I don't know. I cannot explain it. Why? But I got into the whole thing where the women of the tribe are like, nah, we're going to go take back our men. And it was like, yeah, I loved all that. Now, I'll be the first to admit that does not pay off at all.
No, but
because as soon as they find the men take over fighting.
Yeah.
The women don't do anything.
No, they can take a break.
Yeah. Anyway, in terms of just what this movie is,
it had stakes.
Yeah, there was some. I felt like real stakes. I felt like, because at that one point where their Jungle Jim's like, I'll take you to the Congo. So they've got him as a prisoner, and they're trekking through the jungle. And then he's like, well, I'm going to climb up this tree so I can see him. And Jungle Jim's got a plan. It just seemed like there was more of the action adventure, or more of the adventure.
My notes said that it was almost like a Jones movie, and it could have been good, like a really good adventure movie if they made stuff happen. Because the setup was there, It kind of was a little more of a plot-driven kind of like action movie, know?
And I could be completely mistaken because I barely remember anything about Jungle Manhunt. But it just to me seemed like if I was like a 10-year-old kid watching this one, it had the stuff like quicksand, swinging on ropes over, gullies. It had these tribes that were fighting these bad guys. It had, sandstorm, a giant spider for no reason, and I don't know. Like I cannot and I'll get to this in a little bit, but I cannot decide exactly how I would rate this movie, other than I think having seen Jungle Manhunt and not being that impressed, my expectations were so low going into this one.
Yeah.
That I may have liked it a little more than I think I did. Or I think I liked it more than I actually did.
I remember thinking that this might be kind of the best one in a way, like it's...
Well, you've seen more of them than me, so I can't...
Well, maybe not the best, but I mean, it for these reasons you're mentioning, though, too, because it's kind of action-y. It's kind of an adventure movie plot that you would see maybe done better in the 80s, like...
Yeah, or even in the 50s. I mean, there were other better jungle movies, you know, even in the 40s. Here's some things, though, that, like, I don't get, and it happens all the time in these movies, is I don't feel like because I realize a lot of times they're cutting away to stock footage, but to me it seems like the director, at least out of both of these, has no clue what screen direction is. Like, Jungle Jim will be like, okay, I'm gonna stay here, you go over there and get that. The guy will walk off screen left.
Yeah.
And you'll see him waving at Jungle Jim, and Jungle Jim will be looking at screen right, waving, or looking down and waving.
Yeah.
Or look, there's some lions, and they're pointing
a totally different direction.
Right. And the lions are coming from the left. Like,
when I noticed it was like when the guy was on the cliff. There's a guy on a cliff, and he's getting shot at by like one of the guards, and they'll cut to the guard, but he looks like he's not aiming upward. He's like looking down towards something else, but then they cut back and the guy is up on a cliff. Like, yeah, the angle of shots don't match for the story at all. It's really weird.
I would almost be willing to bet that everything you see in this movie is the first take.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine they spent much time doing take after take. It's just, okay, that worked, we'll edit it, no one's gonna care.
Yeah, there's no thought to where to put the camera.
We're making this movie for 10-year-olds, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I think that's
It's Jungle Jim 6.
Yeah, and I think that was also the problem I had with the other one, is like, I just don't think these are put together that well. Like, there's no style to the direction, the pacing is off, the editing is sloppy, yet taking all of that into account,
I still like it.
I still had a fun time watching this.
Yeah, I like Jungle Jim movies, but yeah, this one was pretty good. You know, like I said,
basically what I would say is this movie is extremely average, but it's good average.
In a good way.
No, I don't want to say it's good average. It's somewhere between bad and average, but it's good for that, whatever that is.
What? It's extremely below average entertainment.
I don't even know how to explain that in a better way, but
I get it.
There's a scene where this guy falls off a cliff and gets trampled by horses.
Yeah.
But it's a dummy.
Yeah.
And it's the highlight of the movie.
Yeah.
I am a sucker for dummies, and I don't know. And I can't say enough about the completely random sandstorm leading into a giant spider attack, or maybe vice versa. But where did that spider come from? That brings to another point, because that's really all I gotta say about this movie. Is I think if you're just in the mood for like completely brainless, old-fashioned adventure nonsense, like, they pretty much could have adapted this entire movie into one little Bazooka Joe comic. Like, that's how simple it is.
Yeah.
But if you're okay with that and you just want to kill an hour, this is fine. Like, I had fun with it. I probably will never watch it again. And if I did, I probably would be like, God damn, what were you thinking? This is stupid. But
not today.
For now, I'm just going to say it's fine. I actually enjoyed this Jungle Jim adventure more than the other one. And you'll love to hear this. Kind of look forward to seeing more.
Good, because I know what happens up ahead. You better get ready.
Well, I'm even talking about going back to the beginning.
Oh, good. No, good. Do it. I love them.
Because you know me, it's like once I get into a series, I'm pretty much a completist.
You're a completist, but you have to be dragged to it, and then you eventually go, all right, I'll watch the rest of them.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I did once spend 2 whole days watching all the Hellraiser movies in order.
That was just recently too.
No, this was
I
years
thought you were
ago.
talking about doing that you did the direct to video ones.
Recently, the new ones I'm gonna go to are I'm gonna do all the prom nights, all the Amity. I'm working my way through all the Amityvilles, and
well, that's an endless loop.
I want to do I'm talking about the ones that
the
are
real
officially,
deal ones, not the
Yeah.
ones where it's just someone just the Amityville turd.
And I'm doing all the Howling movies.
Keep up the good work.
Finally good at something.
So that's all I really got to say about that. And I did find this interesting. Is part of this movie, it was not shot in Africa or the Congo. I hate to disappoint all of you.
The heck you say?
But this was shot in California.
Obviously.
However, part of this movie was shot at a place called Ray Corrigan Ranch, which was owned by a famous stuntman named Ray Crash Corrigan. Okay, and this Ray Corrigan Ranch, it's in Simi Valley, California.
Mm-hmm.
Hundreds of movies, TV shows were shot there.
Oh, yeah.
Now, most recently, Quentin Tarantino shot there for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yep.
It stands in for Spawn Ranch.
Spawn Ranch, but yeah.
All right. I just thought that was cool. Anyway, so, all right, cool. Well, how many stars do you give it, Rick?
I'll give it 3.5 stars.
Wow. Sincerely? No, don't.
Okay, I'll give it 3 solid stars. Three positive, enthusiastic stars.
Okay, fair enough. I cannot decide if I want it, because I think I gave Jungle Manhunt 2 stars. And I cannot decide if I want to give this 2.5 or 3.
Brian, you're like the only guy that's like, I really like this one. I really liked it. How many stars you give it? 1?
No, because if I gave the other one 2, but I liked this one a little better,
then you've got to give it more. All right.
But at the same time, when I got done watching it, I immediately wrote down 3 stars. But then, like, by the next day, I was like, am I being too generous?
Yeah, I think I might be being just fair, perfectly. I'm saying 3 stars.
I'm saying 2.75 stars.
Okay.
So 2.75 stars.
I'm saying 2.95.
Oh my God, you went from 3.5 to 2.
Well, just a little below 3. Okay, and I said enthusiastic. So I guess it's not as enthusiastic of a 3 stars. I give it an enthusiastic 2.5, but I give it just a pretty okay 3.
Okay. That sounds good. So, basically, Rick.
Yeah.
This movie.
It swept the awards, didn't it?
No, this, here's just, to finish up. This movie did not win any awards. It was not nominated for any awards. As far as consensus goes with fans, or movie connoisseurs, this has less than 100 entries on Letterboxd.
What does that mean?
It doesn't have a consensus yet. But when I looked at it, most of the ratings are 2.5 and below. So, IMDb has 317 votes for this, and it stands at a 5.4 out of 10. So, and there's absolutely no Rotten Tomatoes score, which isn't surprising. So, I don't know. I think we're probably somewhere around the consensus, although I think this one's a little better than the other one that I watched. So, here's my favorite thing. If you go to Letterboxd, there's a review by a member named Alex, and he gave the movie 1.5 stars, and his review is, "Fuck you, Jungle Jim." That's the whole
perfect.
Fuck you, Jungle Jim.
Fuck you, Jungle Jim.
If you're listening, Alex.
It should be on the back of the box.
Yeah, there's like, Alex says, fuck you, Jungle Jim.
That would make me watch a lot of movies.
Yeah. One last thing I'll mention is that this movie is not available on any streaming services. You can find it on YouTube, I believe.
Yep. I think all the Jungle Gym movies are on YouTube.
It is available on DVD-R. So record on demand.
Oh, okay. No, I thought it was just someone's DVD-R had burned it. It's available on someone's DVD-R.
Yeah, you can go to Amazon and find that. But otherwise, obviously, there are other places on the internet you can find this movie at.
The heck you say?
I will very probably not tell you what any of them are.
Just got to find out for yourself.
Yeah, you can find that out for yourself. So, that concludes that. So, Rick.
I can't wait to see more Jungle Jim again.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it.
I have a feeling he's going to come back in the future.
In fact, next year, we will be visiting him again.
If we ever get there, unless there's another 8 fucking movies that you forgot about in 1951. No,
because I told you I will never make another mistake ever again. Liar! As we move into 1952, I just want to briefly touch it. Well, I'm not going to say briefly. I'm going to touch on the fact that we're starting to get into the thick of the decade. And at this point in time, you're starting to see a lot of other countries make movies.
Throw their hat in the arena.
Yeah. And not only that, you're going to start seeing a lot of just, hey, we took this serial and chopped it down into one movie, blah, 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 blah. So we're letting you all know ahead of time is that there are going to be a few titles coming up that we probably will not be able to review because we may or may not, most probably not, be able to find copies of them.
Or understand the copies that we find.
I'll get to that in a minute. But we do our best. We're going to do our best to find every one of these. I don't even care if it's a shitty 7th generation VHS
preferred
loaded to YouTube, where everything is just a blur. We will do our best to watch every one of these that we can get our hands on. However, we do have one, and this is a little teaser coming up for 1952. We have one released in 1952 that we could watch it, but it's a Brazilian film, and it's done in Portuguese. So Rick and I we barely know English. So anyway, there is a copy of it on YouTube. Someone did upload it. It is called Três Vagabundos, the Three Vagabonds. Okay? And it is a science fiction comedy, similar to the Abbott and Costello type movies.
Allegedly.
Well, here's the thing, is I went through it. I skimmed through it just to sort of see what it was like, and it did give me that vibe.
Well, we should mention that there's no subtitles, so that's why we're not...
No, there's no subtitles available, and as far as I could tell, it played in theaters and then aired once or twice over the years on Brazilian television, because I feel like that's the copy that's available online or on YouTube is obviously taken from a TV. Somebody recorded it off TV.
Yeah, someone amazing DVR'd it or something.
I cannot, in good faith, speak on the quality of the film, on any element of the film other than it looks decent. It gives me the vibe of an Abbott Costello movie, also sort of like one of those George Zucco, Manton Moreland, zombie, Valley of the Zombies type movies, like horror comedies. And it kind of looks like that. Basically what I can tell you about this.
Is it like a Bela Lugosi meets the Brooklyn Gorilla? Good?
Yeah, it's got some of that vibe too. Três Vagabundos, the Three Vagabonds, was directed by Jose Carlos Burrell, and it basically tells the story of a scientist that swaps the mind of a banker and an idiot by accident. So basically it's a mad scientist swaps brains with some people, and I'm guessing hijinks happen.
I already would watch that.
Yes. Now here's the thing. This stars a man by the name of Oscarito Okay? He was a very, very, very famous actor, comedian in Brazil. Probably during the 40s, 50s, 60s. He was all, in a weird way, kind of a Peter Sellers, because he kind of played multiple characters in each of his movies. So he plays multiple characters in this one, Oscarito.
Do you think he ever made like a Norbit?
God only knows. He made a lot of movies. He's got like 43 movies to his credit. I have never seen any of them, and
maybe like the Clumps.
I'm sure. Now, he seemed to kind of like team up with this director a lot and some of these other actors in these. So I don't know. This was maybe a series. Anyway, it was released sometime in 1952 in Brazil. And what research I could find on it, I'll tell you. I'll just read to you what I found, okay? Três Vagabundos is a Brazilian sci-fi comedy released in 1952. Directed by Jose Carlos Burrell, the film is notable for allowing Oscarito to play 4 distinct characters, offering the audience a diverse and captivating performance. The plot revolves around a scientist who accidentally swaps the minds of a banker and a simple man. This unusual premise leads to humorous situations and reflections on identity and social class.
I'm ready.
It was produced by Atlantida Cinematográfica. I don't know. I'm sorry, I butchered that and I apologize. Has a runtime of approximately 82 minutes. The film is classified as a chanchada, a genre that combines comedy and music, which was a hallmark of Brazilian cinema at the time. Okay?
Okay.
The film is not available for streaming on any platforms. However, physical copies or special screenings have occasionally taken place. And again, you can see the trailer on YouTube and the movie. If you know Portuguese, feel free to...
And if you know Portuguese, please subtitle this movie so we can watch it.
Yeah, because I would like to watch it.
Translate it, please.
Translate it, or at least leave a comment and let us know what you thought of the movie. Because the interesting thing is, it has only 32 people have logged this on Letterboxd. Okay, on Letterboxd. Now, ratings-wise, though, okay, it actually, on average, is rated 3 stars or higher.
Out of the 32 people that have rated it?
And if you look at the reviews, they're like 3.5, 3. So this must be some funny shit.
I hope so.
And we're missing out on it.
Damn.
So we apologize, folks. We can't give you any more information about this other than what I did find out is there is an actor in it. His name is Jose Lugoi. Okay? Brazilian actor who... He was in Kiss of the Spider Woman with William Hurt.
Oh my God, really?
And Raul Julia. He also worked with Werner Herzog a couple times. He was in Cobra Verde and Fitzcarraldo. So that's pretty cool.
Do you think it's like one of my favorite films is Três Vagabundos?
I hope so. Like if Werner Herzog occasionally hosts screenings of Três Vagabundos in his mansion. It is
wonderful. I watch it with a friend of mine who is no longer with us because he was eaten by a lion.
In my backyard.
In my yard.
Yeah. He was also in Blame It on Rio with Michael Caine.
Oh, with Michael Caine? Now we're talking.
Special. This is really special. Maybe not to us, but we have a friend named Jason Gibner, who hosts the Blast Points podcast, a podcast about Star Wars. This actor, Jose Lugoi, famous Brazilian actor, appeared in one of Jason Gibner's favorite movies, Moon Over Parador.
Oh my God. He's gonna love that.
Jason Gibner may be the only Moon Over Parador fan on the planet, but there you go, dude.
Yeah,
all for you. Let us know what you think, Jason. If you remember this guy in Moon Over Parador.
That movie's outrageous, too. It's like Richard Dreyfuss playing isn't he an actor who's playing the dictator?
Yeah,
or something? Like,
and he's in brown face.
It's time to go back to that.
It's with Raul Julia, Paul Mazursky.
Yeah.
This actor I just mentioned, Jose Lugoy, plays the Archbishop in it. All right, so as we close out this episode and get ready to, we've got some more repairs to do, and the robots are working on it and whatnot, because we really want to get into 1952. So bear with us. We'll get
if anyone's seen my Ma and Pa Kettle movies out there in the deep void, I hope maybe Thanos is watching them. I hope.
Maybe.
Give them back.
When Elon Musk finally launches himself
That's what he should be rescuing.
No, when he finally launches himself to Mars and somehow misses it and just goes shooting off into deep space, maybe he'll discover your Ma and Pa Kettle movies and he'll warp them back to you, and that will be the best thing he's ever done for humanity.
God, I hope so.
Or at least for you. Speaking of Elon Musk, Rick.
Yeah, that guy's in the news lately.
Well, yeah, but we have the results of our first ever poll.
Oh.
Now, we did not mention this poll in an episode. It was sort of an afterthought. It was tied into our Flight to Mars episode. It was on our social medias. So it was basically the question we asked everybody was, if humans ever do colonize Mars, who would you want to be the first governor, leader, president, whatever you want to call it?
The mayor of Mars?
Yeah, who would you want to be in charge of the first Mars colony?
Oh.
Okay, so we had 5 options. Okay, the first option was Gonzo and Camilla. The second option was
close the polls. It's over. That's what I want.
The second option is Rick and Ryan, host of the Unidentified Flying Podcast. Next up, we had Dr. Pamela Greer.
Oh my God.
Fourthly, we had...
Wait, why is she a doctor?
She's a doctor. She's got a doctorate. Yes, she's
now
a doctor.
She does?
She's had it. She's Dr. Pamela Greer.
What is she a doctor of?
I don't know, man.
Awesome?
It's Doctor of Awesome.
Okay. I'm not arguing. You know I love her.
She's got a doctorate in something and a black belt in Barstool.
You tell me who you want done, and I'll do the hell out of it.
The fourth option was the Pope of Trash himself, John Waters. And then fifth was Elon Musk. Okay? These, now I'll be completely honest, I chose these arbitrarily.
No.
All right? Completely random. And those were your 5 options. And here are the results of that poll. We had 7 people participated in our first ever poll.
We're lighting up the interwebs. Is that we don't go viral, we go antiviral.
So,
yeah.
Elon Musk, we'll start at the bottom.
Okay.
Elon Musk got 0 votes. Zero fucking votes.
Suck this! Suck it!
John Waters got 1.
What?
Got 1 vote.
I would have thought more than that.
Dr. Pamela Greer got 1 vote.
Aww.
Gonzo and Camilla got 2 votes.
Wait a minute. Are we the governors of Mars now?
Rick and Ryan of the Lexa Proteus 4 and the Unidentified Flying Podcast won with 3 votes.
Oh shit.
People want us to be the leader of the first colony on Mars.
All right. Let's
everybody write to Elon Musk and tell him that he sucks and that they want us instead.
You want nothing but a big old pussy anyway.
That's awesome.
Yep.
All right.
So thank you for all of you who participated in our
as
poll.
co-mayor of Mars. As co-mayor of Mars, I put a motion that we all on every Friday watch Mortal Kombat 2 Annihilation.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to veto that one.
urbanos